Well, a very good evening to you as you join us for tonight's live game. Unfortunately, our weather forecast is somewhat less than promising. We're told to expect intermittent spells of heavy rain, which might very well impact on the quality of the football later. It'll certainly add a new dimension, especially for those players who like to keep hold of the ball. A few anxious faces hoping it will all somehow stay away, but I have to tell you that we are told is an extremely unlikely scenario. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages, one of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. The action has already started. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Keeper sends it forward. Brought forward. What does he try from here? He's in. Chance! Goal! Fiorentina! Lovely goal. Perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Fiorentina take the early advantage. Goes direct to the front line. There too goes looking. Good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Chiesa. He's away! Goes for goal! No, he's missed it.
Well, Peter, I would say it was worth a try.
Battles to win it back. Going through. Gets it into the middle. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases the chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Shooting chance!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Towards the front men. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Cleared without complication. It's gone for a throw-in. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Hoists it forward. Has he found his man? There too. There has been just the early goal here, and the score is 1-0. And here's Sim. Goes for goal! It's there! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Fiorentina are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
It's come loose. And it's fair too. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Back into the middle. There too. Towering header! Oh, great save, real class.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Fiorentina are in control here on the brink of half-time. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. There too. Goalkeeper's ball. Tries to get it forward quickly. He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Gerson. What a ball! Going for goal! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
This possibly the last play of the half. They've played it short. And here's Vertu. Oh, that's nice. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Fiorentina in control at half-time, 2-0. And the game has already resumed here. Referee's given a throw. Vertu. Vertu. And it's played forward. There's the... Gets up to head it! That's a half-decent try.
Chiesa certainly could have and should have made more of that.
He's got options out wide. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Gerson. Early stages of the second half, and still two between them. Chiesa. Into a dangerous position. Coleman. Vertu. Gerson. Coleman. Chiesa. Chiesa going full steam down the flank. That's a throw. He's gone for it! He's missed, but not by that far.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Simeone. And it's Simeone. Gerson. Oh, good take in a good area. Forward it goes. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Swung over. And that's been levered clear. There are a few waiting for it. Lovely bit of skill. He's had a look. And the shot! Back of the net! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. So a chance to deliver a ball into the box. Looking to dink it in. Great leap! Good delivery, no joy.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Gets it back. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, his instinct and the timing of his...
Has a shot! Sticks it away! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Deflection may or may not have made a difference. Little matter, it is his. When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat. Hoists it forward. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. And it's Simeone. It's found its way to him. Beautifully. Big chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Drives it towards the front. And it's been taken straight back. So that's it. It is all over. Fiorentina take a huge step towards the next round. They have the all-important away win. It is theirs now to lose. Would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, and a result that was true to form. A big team beating a not-so-big team, and the lesson dealt.
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognized... Header! Oh, crossbar! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off him.
Gerson tries to get it forward quickly. It's a throw in. Chiesa. It's come from Chiesa! He's delivered all right!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that. Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Fiorentina have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it? Over to the left. A really good feat. Played out to the right. A really good feat from him. Looking to get within range. Shoots!
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
There too. Fiorentina scored early, of course, and it's 1-0.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, they could break here. Well positioned to make that interception. Oh, Well, he's going to be pulled back for that one. He's got the ball glued to his feet, and he's going long. And that has been cleared. Hoists it forward. And he's cut it out. There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Looks to clip it forward. Coleman plays it forward. This could spot. Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. And with that goal comes comfort.
Fiorentina are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Has he found his man? Gerson. There too. Coleman. Chance to break. Keeps everyone guessing. A chance to play it in. Massive leap! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Chiesa. And here's Muriel. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Keeper sends it forward. Gerson. What a ball this has turned out to be. Drive, it goes for goal. Another chance. And it's there. And they are cruising away. Chiesa with a predatory goal.
Look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was, absolutely top-notch.
He's made it two, and no doubt he's hungry for more. And it's played forward. Back for a throw. Half-time. Well, there's plenty that can be said about the last 45 minutes, but one thing that cannot be said is that it's dull. One-sided, yes, but packed with excitement.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Fiorentina very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. Here we go again. No way through there. Gerson. Coleman. Forward it goes. Chiesa hurtling down that right flank. Chiesa plays it in. And that's been levered clear. It's a fabulous position. Real chance! It goes to show he is human after all.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Drills one in. Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
Oh, it's terribly unfortunate for them, and maybe we can attribute that to a loss of focus.
Fiorentina got some help from Lady Luck there. They all count. Brought forward. What does he try from here? It's gone a long way up and away. He's gone for it! He scores! And again, they pile on the misery.
It's part of the game, Peter. It has to get ruthless. Sympathy just doesn't play a part.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example. This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frighten the people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
And it's hoisted clear. That's not going to make it. And the shot! This could fall anywhere. And they've been caught out here. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Battles to win it back. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, and they finally reacted, but they could have been more switched on before he scored.
Has a goal! Oh, taken with style! Well, surely that completes the demolition, if it hadn't occurred already.
Yeah, by the looks of it, there may be still more to come.
Goes direct to the front line. Nicely measured pass. Now it's Muriel. Timely intervention. He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
Fiorentina just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
Chiesa floats one over. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. boomed it over the bar. Ah, he's given it away. Chooses to go back. That's a good ball to find him. Going for goal! Away from immediate danger. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? He's gone for it! Sticks it away! A contest no more. It is nothing short of utter humiliation.
Listen, when you're on an invitation to improve your goal difference, why ease off?
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
Hoists it forward. And out to safety. Forward it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly. And that's been levered clear into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. He's got a shot! In it goes! And still they continue with the onslaught.
Well, I wasn't expecting them to go this big, Peter, but they have been superb. No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Luis Muriel. He's there to... Chiesa! They've scored! This is as ruthless as it gets.
Well, I think we've gone past humiliation now. This could be doing some real psychological damage.
So that's it. It is all over. Fiorentina have done it again. Another step towards glory. Still a fair way to go. Your reflections then, Jim?
Fiorentina simply imposed their strength from start to finish, and this became as predictable as predicted.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. There's the whistle, and here we go. Defending of the desperate variety. Chiesa. Javier Hernandez. Kyle Walker. Quick ball forward. Hernandez pushes to get on the end of it. There too. And it's fair too. Mark Noble battles to win it back. Javier Hernandez. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Chiesa. No significant chances so far, little to report, at least in terms of attacking intent. He could be in here. Piazza! Lanzini. Hernandez looks to get on the end of this. So it is still 0-0. Oh, he's not going to get that. Masuaku. Has he found his man? Done very well to intervene. Masuaku, that's been drilled forward. He's made sure that that won't get through. Chiesa. Chiesa. Piazza. There too. Javier Hernandez. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Chiesa. More than happy to take the muscular approach. And it's Hernandez. Gets it back. Chiesa. There too. Tries to switch the play. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Oh, good interception. Piazza, and that has been clubbed away. Not long till half-time, and it is still goalless. Tries to get it forward quickly. Coventry goes looking. And that's been won straight back. Ball's out on the left now. Oh, really good feet from him. Felipe Anderson. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Both sides have drawn blanks, have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Some first half thoughts?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Well, the action has already resumed here.
Fiorentina can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
Piazza making use of the space out wide. Plays a clever pass. Looking for space out wide. Time for a change in personnel. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
He's picked him out. Piazza finds himself offside. Gerson, he's looked long this time. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Chiesa. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Piazza. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Rice plays it forward. Wilshere cuts it out, and it's played forward. Gerson. Vertu looks to dink one in. And it's Felipe Anderson. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Forward it goes. Piazza plays it out to the flank, back into the middle. It's gone a long way up and away. Vertu. And it's Wilshere. Javier Hernandez. Now it's Lanzini. Gets away from his opponents. Plays it out wide. It'll be a throw-in. Fiorentina making consecutive changes here. Hoists it forward. Gerson. He's found his man. Piazza! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, the control on receipt was far better than the control on dispatch.
And it's Muriel. Tries to get it forward quickly. Rice drives it forward. Muriel. And that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's got... Crossbar comes to the rescue!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Cross deflected behind for a corner. There's going to be another change here.
Yeah, he's run himself in.
Massive leap! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Mark Noble certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Lanzini, and it's played forward.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Up for a header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Here's the chance to cross. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
And that is that. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied by organisation and solidity. Little cutting edge at either end, and it finishes 0-0. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even, and no complaints.
Well, welcome everybody to a part of the world where football really matters. There is a healthy tension, great expectation building in the lead-up to kick-off here. A little bit grey overhead, and indeed the forecast is for a drop or two of rain as the day grows older. But regardless of that, there is a lovely backdrop here. The ambience is good, smashing noise from both sets of supporters, and expectations high in both camps. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. And already we're underway here. There too. He's in! Looking to get within range. Turns and goes back. Danger averted for now. Gerson. Fiorentina were simply a class apart in the corresponding fixture last season. They dismantled their opponents. Quagliarella looks to get on the end of this. There too. Forward it goes. Gerson. He's gone for it! Goal! Fiorentina! And it's Fiorentina who take the lead.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Fiorentina take the early advantage. Played towards the front men. He's made sure that that won't get through. Good take, and he's had a look. Shapes to shoot! In it goes! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. That was glorious. Pinpoint accuracy.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
He's made it two, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Gerson. Plays it over to the other flank. Fiorentina have hit a quick-fire double here, and he has been fouled there. Fiorentina with a chance here to increase their lead. They're two, ready to try one. He's trying the shot, off the post! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, the look on his face says it all.
There too. Gerson. And And here's Simeone. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Gets it upfield. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Jason. And here's Muriel. Aimed in towards the centre.
Oh, sweet feet.
He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Cagliarella.
Sampdoria have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Knocks it away. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Gets his foot in there. Gerson. Hoists it forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Luis Muriel. Gerson. Gerson. And it's played forward. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Tries to get it forward quickly. And he's on a charge. And the ball's come loose and the chase is on. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So, views on the first half?
Fiorentina are 2 up and everything is shaping nicely. The only criticism, it could have been 3.
Fiorentina go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. There too. And it's Muriel. Gerson. Played out to the right. Defence has got rid of that. Real chance! Yeah, he's fouled him there. Fiorentina presented with the perfect chance here to... He's having a go. That is gorgeous! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they are cruising away. Oh, that is a bit special. He snuffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. They've got it back as soon as they gave it away. There too. Forward it goes. And help's available out wide. Well read, he sorted that out. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
He's in space and looking for options. Gets up to head it! They are rampant! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Fiorentina tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Someone looks like he's in need of protection here.
Well, it's about time, isn't it? Only after he's just notched the third.
No way through there. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Coleman. And here's Muriel. There too. That's sprayed out wide. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Fiorentina are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Fiorentina awarded another corner. And he's there to clear it. Oh, nice touch. Plays it out to the flank. And shoots! Hoists it forward.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Chiesa. And he's going long. Shooting chance! And in it goes! A contest no more. It is nothing short of utter humiliation.
Listen, when you're on an invitation to improve your goal difference, why ease off?
4 in the game. He is the man. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
It's become a case of men against boys. Chip through, and it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Looking to hit the front line. Well played, he saw that coming. Coleman. And here's Simeone. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Roughly the same range and distance from which they scored, so maybe the same outcome.
He'll fancy himself from here. He's got... It's hit the crossbar! Cleared away. And it's played forward. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Forward it goes. That has put a stop to that. Coleman. Gerson. Chiesa. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Saponara. Tries to get it forward quickly. Just brushed off the ball there. Has a quick glance. Armini puts his foot on the gas. Gorgeous control there. Can he deliver? Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. And the referee brings it to a close. Fiorentina have won big and in style. Everything went for them. Their poor opponents left chasing shadows. A scintillating performance. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Fiorentina simply imposed their strength from start to finish, and this became as predictable as predicted.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye.